So this is Shauna, Heart to Heart Horsemanship, and what I wanted to show you right there is what I call the zigzag pattern. Basically, what that is giving us is balancing out the weight shift from the fore to the hind quarter. It gives us a lot of different things. It gives them the chance to follow my feel. So when I'm coming up with a leading hand, that they can follow that. Gets them to follow it very smoothly and nicely because you've got a lot of forward impulsion going on. It also gives you a nice turn on the hind quarter when you're moving forward and you've got your horse in front of you like that. As you switch their direction from one side to the other, there's a moment that they have to kind of hustle to get coming with you because, again, you're on a straight line. You're going forward in your pathway. So there's a moment that they need to actually sit back on their hind quarter and move their forehand over pretty quickly. So you sneak in a little bit of a rollback type situation. Then you get your nice soft line that comes in front of you. They have to have impulsion to get from one side to the other as you are moving forward. As they get to the other side, you are disengaging or pushing pressure at the hind quarter, again to get that forehand to come through to you, to get their attention, so that you can offer the feel, offer the direction, and have them come across you in the other direction. So there's a lot of different things going on. It's a little bit more complex exercise. You want to get your others in a row first so you know how to push your hind quarters off, how to send your forehand over. If you watch it, if you piece it apart, you can kind of see that you have to have your send like we did in the rock around the clock. You've got to be able to send that nose around. When they get to the desired point over here on your line, you want to be able to toss that energy at that hind quarter. Get that hind quarter out of the equation. This is your chance for a little bit of a rock through, a little bit of a roll back right there. Then you're asking them to come through again. You're leading off. You're offering a direction. You're offering a chance for them to follow your feel. There it is. You're following the feel of my hand. So again, the pieces are push that hind quarter out as she comes through, push that forehand, get a little bit of a roll back there, get a nice cross in front of you, hind quarter, forehand, come across in front of you. So that's the sequence that you're going to have, but then you add in your forward motion, your focus. You are 100% trying to stay on a path, the same direction, the same pathway, and have your horse one side to the other, zigzag, from the left over to the right, from the right over to the left. So I'll show it again. Let's see what she's got going on here. Hind quarter, forehand, bring it through, push it. Hind quarter, forehand, bring it through, push it. Hind quarter, forehand, hind quarter, forehand. She's stuck. I'm going to ask her to click in. There we go. Hind quarter, forehand, hind quarter, forehand. Going to let her settle right here. Let her think about it. She's licking and chewing. She understands the exercise. Again, I'm thinking about, as I'm coming up, I'm thinking about actually part of my clock exercise. She's at noon, she's at 12. When she's passing, I want to be able to, at that point, toss my energy at her hindquarter, get that out of the way. So by the time she gets to 3 over here, she's facing me, getting ready for her roll back, getting ready for me to point her back over in this direction and help her swing her forehand across. So again, I'm still kind of working with the whole concept of 12, 3, and 9. Good girl. I'm noticing a little bit on this particular exercise. I've kind of upped the energy with her today, seeing where she's at with it. I've got a little bit of resistance that I'm noticing in her head and neck area. She's a little bit tense in some of it. So I would like to probably work her through that, do it a few more times. There were moments in here that I thought she really let down and she was relaxing, and that looked very nice. But there were also moments in there that she had tenseness in her neck and head area, which is of course going to travel the rest of her body. So you're looking for fluid movement, consistent, nice, fluid, rhythmic movement. When you have a blip, it gets it a real blocky, then you need to try to smooth it out again. And so for me to start with the horse, it's always going to be in little pieces and not going to look so fluid. When I end with a horse, I want it to look better than when I started. That's my ultimate hope on every little task that I do. So I'm hoping for this to get smoothed out a little bit, which I think that it did from the beginning to the end. She started to really realize what was going on. She knew that that was the pattern, and that's how she needed to distribute her weight, the balance system again. She has to shift her weight from the front to the back to get these maneuvers. If she doesn't, she gets left behind. So that's another a reasoning behind moving with this exercise. Actually moving in a straight line with our focus is to get her to realize she has to come back and load her hindquarter and pop off of it and come through that roll back and hurry up to catch up with me so she stays in shape and in form. So just another aspect of this exercise that really helps with almost everything else that you're going to do with your horse. So this is Shauna, Heart to Heart Horsemanship. This information coming from my heart straight to you, and I hope you do well.